the ladies of the View spoke about Zoran and that whole situation, all the people that won in Virginia and New Jersey and New York. So, and with that being said, Anna Navarro was on the panel today. Alyssa wasn't there, thank God. She irritates me. But then we had to deal with Sarah Haynes' stupid ass. So we still were kind of screwed. But anyway, so during the conversation, we're talking about the whole situation in between them kissing up to Marjorie Taylor Greene because she was on yesterday's show. But they also were saying like, oh well, she was delightful, and they were just singing her praises and all that other stuff. And I'm sitting there like, y'all, we are so cooked. Like we got people on here who are so gullible that believe all the BS that's happening with that lady. I don't buy nothing that she's selling. As I said yesterday, I don't put nothing past her, and I'm not buying this whole turning over a new leaf and going against Donald Trump. But as it was stated, where I played after the segment yesterday, AOC spilled tea and was like, the only reason why Marjorie Taylor Greene is on his whole little campaign tour, whatever the hell it is that she's calling it, is because um she wanted to run for Senate and Donald Trump said no. And now she got a whole attitude. And now she's running around trying to sabotage Trump's little situation because she wanted to do something. But I guess, ma'am, they didn't, you sitting there hugging yourselves to the GOP Republican bullshit. But it was like, oh no, bitch, you're a woman. We don't want you running the Senate. So sit it out, sit down, go somewhere, go continue to sit up in that little room and have little fights with Jasmine Crockett. So that's what happened with that. And I truly believe what AOC said. But anyway, so as the talk show co-host reacted Wednesday morning to the prior evening's blue wave of Democratic wins on Election Day, the Republican panelists floated the idea of Obama securing a third term in office after Trump and his associates have teased that the controversial political figure will seek an unprecedented and by all counts currently constitutionally prohibited third term in office. Moderator Whoopi Goldberg closed out the Hot Topic segment by reminding the American public of the duty to hold elected officials to their terms, prompting Navarro to introduce the idea of Obama, who served as president for two terms from 2009 to 2017, taking office once again. Because what Whoopi was saying was that, congratulations to all the people who won. And it wasn't always up to the politicians. All this stuff is up to us to get out there and fight and put who we want to put in these elected seats. And was also saying, like, with the whole thing about Democrats, what shocked the hell out of me. She was like, oh, the Democrats need to just move out of the people's way and let other people come in and do the job. And I was like, really? Because I be always felt like she's all for the establishment Democrats, the way they've been running. But maybe today she turned over a new leaf. I don't know. But I'm like, yeah, they need to move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Like, y'all need to get out the way when it comes to if people like Apac Shakur, Hakeem Jeffries is not going to do the job, if Schumer's not going to do the job, we need to have people that's going to challenge them and remove them from their seats. It's like Zoran won Hakeem's district of Brooklyn. So if he won his district and you ain't doing nothing, you still ain't come out and give a real endorsement of him. So she went on to say, we must remind everybody who won that their job is supposed to be and why you voted for them. And when it's not happening, it is our right as New Yorkers, as Americans, to say, what is happening? I gave you my vote. And this is what she was saying, referencing several Democratic victories that swept the nation on Tuesday night, including New York mayoral race victor Zohran Mamdani and New Jersey and Virginia gubernatorial champions Mike Sherrill and Abigail Spanberger. If I'm not mistaken, I think Abigail Spanberger was the one that I saw that Obama came out for and was giving a whole speech before he introduced her. I think also Charlemagne said he voted for her because I think he lives in Jersey. Well, of course, majority of these celebrities work in New York but live in Jersey. That's always been the case, usually. Goldberg continued adding that it's always been in our hands. All these votes are in our hands. No one can say, I'm the president, so I'm going to run for 400 years. And knowing him, he think he's going to last 400 years too. We have the right to say, excuse me, you're not allowed to do that. Navarro then jumped in with the observation, telling her co-host, "I saw Obama on the trail in Virginia, and I thought to myself, okay, Donald Trump, you want to run for a third time? We've got a candidate." She said, "If Trump can run a third term, so can Obama." Now, many have lambasted Trump and his political allies for suggesting this year that he might seek office for a third time, because there have been situations where they said that they already started running uh merch for 2028 in for him to run again. I'm like, what? How are you still out here? You making merch for the next term? Like you're gonna be president again? It's like, sir, no. There was reasons why they put guardrails in place. Wasn't the FDR that ran 4 terms? And it was like, and they put that in Watchmen too. Before they had to like put a cut in place where it was just like, okay. And I think it was because he was running on giving people health care. He was running on getting people damn, what was it? Like when people wanted to, what was it, like getting unions in place and things of that nature. And so people were actually being protected under the jobs that they were working. So when FDR was someone that proposed socialist ideas and they went forth, people were living good. People were excited. People liked the having him around, so they wanted to keep voting him and voting him in and voting him in and voting him in. He said that, oh, he knows the wealthy hate him and he welcomes it, and that's kind of what I feel like Zora needs to adopt that same mentality. And I do feel like he does take a lot of not only Bernie Sanders ideologies but also FDR. So he is definitely someone I think that he's taking a page out of his handbook and that sort of thing. So I think we're in good hands under Zoran. And people who don't understand that, like I said, if you don't like it, y'all can pack y'all shit and leave. Like y'all, a lot of y'all was threatening. Like it was said before, need help packing. So, but do I want Obama to run again? First of all, Michelle wouldn't allow it because remember, I think she hated being first lady when he was around. I mean, when he was running because of all the vitriol and all the craziness they had to deal with. I don't know if she'd be down for him running the third term. And if he decides to be president again, I guess Michelle would just have to adapt the same sensibility as Melania. Like Melania barely, or if not at all, goes to the White House. She ain't living with Trump. She all doing her own thing, probably getting her back blown out by other men because Trump ain't hitting it right and keeping it tight, especially with his brain rotting in real time. So, I could definitely see like Michelle probably be the same thing. Like, no, I don't want to deal with all this political bullshit again. Like, we good where we're at. I don't even think Obama would try to run because of all the stuff he had to deal with. But no, we just need fresh meat. We need people to have progressive ideas to get in and run. I've been thinking based off of everything, I could definitely see, even though I don't know how I feel about it, Gavin Newsom is going to try to run again. I heard that Pete Booty Plug threw a little shade at Zoran, and I'm like, Pete Booty Plug always had like this jealous, shady streak about him. I heard he don't like Gavin Newsom, but it's not my fault you a boring homosexual with no damn moxie. It ain't our fault that you lack charisma, that you lack riz. So, and nobody wants to vote for you. The only person that tolerates your ass is them kids and Chasten. It ain't our damn fault. So stay mad, ho. Now, in regards to the whole thing, regarding this, like Sarah Haynes was seething at the mouth because we got a Democratic socialist, which I always said from the beginning, she is literally an independent, but I truly feel that she is a conservative Republican because that's the way she was raised. But she out here, I'm independent. No, you not. And I bet you voted for Trump. And also, there was something that Joy said in regards to the thing because she felt that by Trump endorsing Cuomo, that was the kiss of death for his campaign. No, sis, you clearly ain't been paying attention to this campaign. Cuomo's campaign was cooked from the beginning, and it sealed the deal when during the primary. When they had that debate during the primary and Zoran ate him up, that was the beginning of the end. But like Cuomo, and when it came to him harassing them women, no apparently don't mean no to him. So he just kept going. He kept thinking, "Oh, I'm still going to stay in the fight, even though I got my ass beat. That must have been a fluke." So now I'm gonna run again, this time as an independent because I lost the Democratic ticket. So now I'm gonna run as an independent and get up in there. And now we got, what Eric Adams' position was. That man flip flop more than, I don't know, an actual flip flop. Like he just be changing. He changes political stance or his political affiliation. Like I change my damn drawers. Like he just been changing them so many damn times. I can't keep up because I could have sworn he was a Republican at one point. Then he's a Democrat. Now he's an independent. I'm like, there ain't nothing else for you to flip to. So he's been all of the things, I guess. But yeah, she said that she felt that he lost the campaign once Trump. Y'all always just want to blame everything on Trump. Trump just made the shit. I mean, and Trump jumping on that, it wouldn't have helped no way. He was going to lose. His campaign was a disaster. He just didn't have it or what it takes. That personality wasn't there. Zoran was just way too is young, sharper, far more charismatic. Don't have no kind of dirt under his fingernails in regards to scandal. You got all the scandal between the sexual harassment and you letting them people die during COVID, them old people. You had a lot going against you. Plus, you're not well liked. That was another thing that a lot of people don't talk about. He's not well liked he wasn't well liked when he was governor of New York. So why would people want to deal with him as the mayor? Although everybody tried to put on this perception of let's get behind him because, he's the status quo corporate Democrat or whatever the fuck. So yeah, it wasn't the kiss of death. Cuomo got his behind whooped during the primary. He didn't have a chance, even in my opinion, if Slee would dropped out. Yeah, he would have gotten more points and would have got closer because those votes would have had to go to somewhere. But at the end of the day, as Anna Navarro said in that episode, Cuomo was the kiss of death for Cuomo. It wasn't the president of the United States. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story regarding Anna Navarro floating this idea that she said, look, if Donald Trump wants to run for president, then Barack Obama should run for a third term. And look, that would be the most seethingest thing if he ran against him because we know Barack Obama is still sharp as a whip. He would definitely kick his behind. And him losing to a black man, oh, that orange turd would lose his shit if he's not already, because he likes to wear the Pampers, allegedly. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.